Atomic structure from Particle and Radiation Unit 1, A-Level Physics, first year. All elements in the periodic table are made up from their own atoms. So the emphasis on their own atoms. It means that hydrogen element is made from hydrogen atoms. Helium element is made from helium atoms. That's what that meant. And the atoms themselves are made up of 3 fundamental particles. So atoms are made up from 3 fundamental particles, which are electrons, protons, and neutrons. So atoms are made up from 3 fundamental particles. Electrons are represented as minus. Sometimes we use beta as minus. Protons are P for protons, N for neutrons. And it is these particles that gives elements their fundamental characteristics. If we are drawing an atom, you would expect to find in an atom area called nucleons. And you also find an area called shell. In the nucleon, which is what we call nucleus, you will find the 2 fundamental particles there. And this is protons and neutrons. In the shell, you will find the electrons. So that's what you find in an atom. So this is the introduction to atomic structure. You might quickly want to sketch a periodic table. So that's what I'm going to do now. So that's sketching a periodic table. And I might as well draw that line straight on. And divide that line. Divide that. Perhaps maybe I should just draw this line down. And put an element here. And perhaps put another element there. And then I got my period 1. So I'm going to call this period 1. That's a row. Period is called rows. So that's period 2, period 3. There are 7 days in a week, and there are 7 periods in the periodic table. So I've got period 3 there, period 4, period 5, period 6, and 7. All right, so that's period 4, 5, 6, 7. Period is described as a row. So that's a row equals period. Hence periodic table. Right, I'm going to give that one into 2 columns. There we go. And I need to divide this into 6 columns, so I have to draw 5 lines. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one more line, 6. Right, so that's my periodic table. The rough sketch of a periodic table. So it's got 1, 2, group 1, group 2, group 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 0. But if you're in America, that will be group 1, 2. The transition element is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And group 3 in UK is group 13 in US, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So the blue ones are the USA ones, and the black one is UK. So there are 118 elements in the periodic table. In fact, 119, but the 19th one hasn't been added yet. So there are 118. So we know that atoms combine to make elements, and elements can combine to make molecules or compounds. Well, if it's same type of element, that means same. It's a same type of element, chemically bonded together, they will form molecule. If it's different type of element, chemically bonded together, so that's different elements, chemically bonded together, they form compound. Example of a compound will be, example, water, different element, hydrogen and oxygen. Example of a molecule would be oxygen gas that we breathe in, nitrogen gas, ozone. That's 3 oxygen here. That's 3, by the way. O2, N2, O3. If you have same compound, like water mixing with water, that becomes molecule. So same compound will form another molecule. So compound of the same, like water, bonded to another water by hydrogen bonding, that's a molecule too. So 2 ways you can form a molecule. Same element or same compound can form a molecule.